If you like what you see, feel free to spread it around. On today's episode of Bounding into Power Rangers, Cider lines himself up for a possible lawsuit from multiple megacorporations. Cider also created a bunch of stuff that you guys are going to want to subscribe to see more of. Will Cider end up getting sued by Hasbro and Gatorade? Find out today on Bounding into Power Rangers.
Is my daughter.
Well, I'll tell ya, it sure doesn't smell like Rita in here.
I am Zordon of Eltar. 10,000 years ago, I was locked behind a temporal barrier after my narrow victory against the space witch, Rita Repulsa. My body is submerged in raw tachyons that quell the ravages of my chronal sickness, a result of spending so many centuries frozen in time. But now I cannot walk among you. But you, chosen by the viewing globe for your righteous soul, tell me more about you.
The return of Zordon changes everything. While still weakened by his chronal affliction and sealed inside his tube, Zordon brings a gentler, more compassionate voice to the team than Dulcea's military sharpness. As Earth becomes a three-way war zone between Vexala, Master Vile, and the Rangers, Zordon slowly learns about humanity through the viewing globe. He takes particular notice of Tommy Oliver, the odd yet promising homeschool martial artist whose soul radiates forgiveness. While Dulcea struggles to accept Zordon's softer leadership, the Rangers begin to see him as a father figure they have long needed. But Vexala's power grows. Using the evil Green Ranger construct, a being forged from the corrupted Green Power Coin and Dark Specter's heart, she wages a campaign to crush the Ranger's spirit. Tommy and Green clash repeatedly, their rivalry becoming the emotional core of the season. Green envies Tommy's life outside of combat, his friendships, his budding romance with Kimberly, his place among the Rangers, and lashes out with a growing jealousy. Each battle between them forces Tommy to reckon with his own flaws, particularly his tendency toward overconfidence when his powers surge. The Rangers' arsenal expands as Zordon unveils prototype Thunder Zords, modular support Zords, and Battlizer armors. Tommy is given Saba, a sentient sword who sleeps most of the time but awakens in moments of dire need. These upgrades allow the team to survive against overwhelming odds as Vexala and Master Vile escalate their war. The three-way conflict stretches across Earth and the Moon, drawing the Rangers into struggles where survival leans not just on new powers, but on each other. Zordon's presence pushes them toward teamwork through compassion rather than discipline, reshaping the group's destiny. The season crescendos when Vexala betrays and defeats Master Vile, claiming victory on the Moon before retreating to the Hollow Earth. Yet Green still lingers, haunted by jealousy of Tommy and promising that their rivalry is far from over. The Rangers chase Vexala into the Hollow Earth through a volcano portal, their journey ending on a cliffhanger as they descend into a new perilous frontier. Beyond the battlefield, the Rangers' personal lives deepen. Jason falls in love with the princess of O.R.C.A, whose kingdom was once nearly lost to Vexala's schemes. Their relationship ties Jason's fate to the hidden Hollow Earth, and the princess gifts him the Cerberus Battlizer armor as a symbol of their bond.
Power down. I need to speak to Zordon.
One of the things that Power Rangers doesn't get a lot of credit for is trying to tie all of it together. Now, that had its haphazard problems because of the Sentai footage creating such vastly different teams that do vastly different things against vastly different villains. So this created an army of Power Rangers that were never really coalesced around one conflict, yet scattered across all over known creation, fighting every known thing there is to be fought. So what I'm trying to do here with Mighty Morphin Season X is try to weave everything together into a nexus point that explains where all of it fits into the world and how all of these teams can coexist. If you want to know more about this stuff that I've already talked about and then what I'm about to describe, please let me know down in the comments below, because I don't really know what you guys take an interest in unless you tell me. So Zordon has been gone for 10,000 years. That means he's not been around handing out morphers to everybody and their brother. He's not been around like hiding Zords every place he can stash them. He's been stowed away, and the only thing that's been remaining of him in that time has been various weapons and Zords that the Mighty Morphin team has found in Season X1, okay? Because I'm calling this Season X2, okay? Don't ask me, it just sounds cool in my brain. Hopefully it sounds cool to you. Let me know down in the comments if it sounds cool to you. But what you're looking at right here is Andros and Zane, and how they become part of this is that out beyond what happened with the Earth, the people of the universe were inspired by Zordon's battle. And so on KO-35, Zane and Andros are distant descendants of people who witnessed the battle between Rita and Zordon that took place across several planets and galaxies, okay? So then these people went on to form sort of a religion around Zordon and what happened with him, and thus they are the maximum kind of KO-35ians. They are descended from people who witnessed greatness and built a culture around it. This is why they have morphers that have a remote access to the grid, not a direct access to the grid. This is why they built their own Zords, their own Voyager Zords, to go find Zordon, to witness him in person, only to find out that he's sealed away behind a time barrier. Now, so many thousands of years later, Zane and Andros are able to make the pilgrimage, if you will, to Earth, where they get to meet Zordon face to face and ask for his help in dealing with Astronema, who now is completely rogue without Dark Spectre to tell her what to do. So you're looking at Adam here, okay? And in my setting, he comes from O.R.C.A, that Hollow Earth kingdom I was talking about a little earlier. That's where he comes from, and he follows the Rangers to the surface and becomes their friend there.
Whoa, the White Ranger needs my help? No way! Dad's never gonna believe this!
With the Falcon Ninjetti Battlizer, evil doesn't stand a chance. Available now, wherever dreams are sold. In the original series, the Ninjetti didn't change the suit design or the helmet design, so I figured let's just call these Battlizers. And so here is the Falcon Ninjetti Battlizer. And this is the Cerberus Battlizer armor, which is based off that three-headed Tyrannosaurus Rex Zord that you saw at the beginning there and in the lore video. So that was a gift from the princess of O.R.C.A. You saw her a little bit ago in a picture there. And so here's Billy wearing the Wolf Ninjetti Battlizer. Because I was like, what kind of weapon does the wolf usually evoke? And it's usually a sword, because they're usually depicted as like a wanderer, a wandering swordsman, a nomad, if you will. So there's Billy wearing his Battlizer. And so this is Zach wearing the Frog Ninjetti Battlizer armor. That's right, it's not Adam underneath there. He's not a Power Ranger yet, okay? Zach is sporting this. Now, I know what you're thinking. What does a hammer have to do with a frog? And I figured like a bubble gun would be kind of lame. And I don't really know if like a whip would be appropriate, huh? Yeah. So a hammer was the next best thing because the frogs have powerful legs and that translates to power, impact. And so I figured a hammer would probably look the coolest out of all the options. Now, I could have gone and made packaging and action figures for all these different Rangers, and I just didn't feel like it. So here is the White Tiger Ranger action figure. And as you can see, he's got lots of point of articulation, very nice coloring, glow-in-the-dark chest piece. That's right, you want to make sure that you have that glow-in-the-dark because that's too tiny for a battery pack or anything reasonable. You put a little watch battery in there to make that chest piece glow. Man, that's going to be out of power and just useless to a kid after a while. But you put that glow-in-the-dark stuff on it, and at night, that's a nice, like, comfy buddy to keep you safe at night. Little night light letting you know where you belong in the world, I guess, when you open your eyes a little bit before dawn. Now, as you can see, the Red Ranger has not been forgotten, and he's got the same points of articulation as the White Ranger does. That's right, they're intended for playtime together, including that glow-in-the-dark chest piece that allows you to find them in the dark. This is the Tigeron Battle Cycle. What's a Power Ranger series without specialized motorcycles, right? So here's Tigeron, and that's right, he's the faithful ride of the White Tiger Ranger. And then, of course, there's Rexon for the Red Tyranno Ranger. And see, my favorite part about Rexon is it looks like he's puking up the front wheel. I just think that that's, like, perfectly on point.
Go White Ranger! Go White Ranger! Go White Ranger! Take them down! Go White Ranger! Go White Ranger! Go White Ranger! Hold your ground! Go White Ranger! Go White Ranger! Go White Ranger! Take them down! Go White Ranger! Go White Ranger! Go White Ranger! Hold your ground! Now!
Oh yeah, you like that song, do you? Well, guess what? There's a t-shirt that goes with it. No, I don't know why I did any of this, and no, I don't know how to end the video either.